My name is Francis Tulliver, I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago the war was waiting for me after school. To Belgium and the Flanders, the Germany to here, I fought for king and country I loved here. It was Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. In the frozen fields of France was still no Christmas song was sung. And our families back in England, they were toasting us today to the brave and glorious lads so far away. And I was lying with me messmates on a cold and rocky ground, when across the lines of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up me boys, each soldier's trained to hear, as one young German voice sang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. Soon one by one each German voice joined in harmony, and the cannons rested silent, the gas clouds rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. And as soon as they were finished and the reverend pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen, struck up your lads from Kent. The next they sang was Stille Nacht, it's silent night, says I. And in two tongues one song filled up that sky. There's someone coming towards us, the front line sentry cried. All sights were fixed on one long figure trudging from their side, and his truce flag like a Christmas star shone on that plain so bright, as he bravely strolled unarmed into the night. And soon one by one on either side walked into no man's land. With neither gun or bayonet we met there hand to hand, and we shared some secret brandy, we wished each other well. And on a flared soccer game we gave them hell. We traded chocolate, cigarettes and photographs from home. These sons and fathers far away from families of their own. And young Sanders, he played a squeeze box and they had a violin. This curious and unlikely band of man. And Sunday light stole upon us, and France was France once more, with sad farewells we each prepared to settle back to war. But a question haunted every heart that lived that wondrous night: was family ever fixed within my sight? 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warmed as songs of peace were sung. For the walls they'd kept between us to exact the work of war have been crumbled and were gone forevermore. My name is Francis Tulliver, in Liverpool I dwell. And each Christmas comes since World War I, I've learned this lesson well, that the ones who call the shots won't be among the dead and lame, 'cause on each end of the rifle we're the same.